In this video, we'll discuss how to transfer contacts and cases to another LPHA. This is useful for case investigators and contact tracers using the Dr. Justina application. Key concepts included in this video are identifying a contact or case that is out of jurisdiction and needs to be transferred to another LPHA, as well as transferring a contact or case that is out of jurisdiction, and then understanding that after submitting a transfer, you will not be able to see the case or contact in the source jurisdiction, but the transferred case or contact will be automatically accepted and available in the destination jurisdiction. In this example, I'm logged in as both a case investigator and a contact tracer, but I'll simply be going through the transferring a case workflow in this example because transferring a contact is analogous. A case investigator can transfer cases and a contact tracer can transfer contacts. No need to be a supervisor or anything like that. Generally, when transferring a patient from a source jurisdiction to a new destination jurisdiction, a transfer case will be created for this patient case, and any associated lab results will follow it to the new LPHA. The case in the source domain will be closed and marked as out of jurisdiction. If the case is a probable case that has an associated source contact, a contact transfer is created to bring it along with it. The transfer process can take place in 3 locations, which I will demonstrate here. We have a transfer form, as well as the case investigation form can prompt you to go to the transfer patient form if the selected county address differs from the current county. And also, when you're registering a case, there can be the chance to transfer it there as well. So first, I'm going to go to all cases so that we can find a case. Let's use this one. And so for this case, I'm going to go down to the transfer the patient form. So for any patient case, we can go to transfer the patient. There's an analogous transfer the contact for contacts. So what county is this being transferred from? This is just to confirm. So our current one, I'm in this staging domain, which is just for testing. In reality, in regular use, you would see all of the LPHAs here, and you would select the existing LPHA that you're working in, and we will transfer it to a different county, different LPHA here. So for example, this could be something like Boulder, and this could be Denver if you're working in Boulder, but actually the patient lives in Denver, and so they should be transferred. And here we see a summary. So the source county is staging, which we're currently in, and then the destination is a new one. And you can add a note, so transferring as an example. Maybe you want to include more information as to why they were transferred, maybe like they moved or we had the incorrect address originally. And we can choose to not do the transfer yet, or yes, transfer them now. So I'm going to go ahead and select to transfer them now. So this was, case was named dedupe 1, 10th of December. So now I'm going to go search for that case. And what we should see is that we do not see it available anymore. And that is because it has been transferred. So once it gets transferred, we no longer see it in the front end of our current jurisdiction's application, and instead it will be available in the front end in the application for the destination LPHA. It is still available in the back end. It's not lost for good, but we are able to, we're not able to see it here anymore because it's been transferred away. And now let's take a look at registering a new case. So I'm not going to use this handy forced deduplication thing because I just want us to go ahead and register a new case straight away. So let's say we're going to call this one Sarah Test. Date of birth, 2 weeks old. Just since I don't want to scroll. And then I'm just going to select something here, and then we'll proceed to the case investigation form. So when you're registering a new case and being taken to the case investigation form, you will of course be asked for the patient's information, or for contacts, this would be the contact information section of the contact notification form. And the part that is really relevant here and that is mandatory is this county of residence. So currently I'm in the staging domain, so if I select this, we're good to go. We can set an address that fits it. But if I were to say, oh, actually they live in a different county, this will trigger a message that says, this case is out of jurisdiction. You will be prompted at the end of this form to transfer this case to the correct jurisdiction, and we need to make sure that the address and county both reflect the jurisdiction to which you will be transferring. So for example, if in the zip code field or in the state field, I put an address that did not align with this county, that could be problematic. So you just want to double check that the address and the county match the one that you're transferring it to. And so then we would be able to transfer this. If we completed the case investigation form, then at the bottom it says that Sarah test needs to be transferred. So where would you like to go next? We can go to the transfer patient form. But I cannot go there yet because I did not yet answer a few mandatory questions, so I'll use the handy next arrow to select answers to these mandatory questions, and hopefully we will soon be able to go to the transfer patient form. This is the same form that you saw before, so I'm not going to go through it again, but basically in the case investigation form, if you select a county of residence other than the county that pertains to this LPHA, you will not actually just be let to do that without getting notified that you should actually transfer the patient. And then it can take you right to the transfer the patient form in order to complete that transfer so that it goes to the correct LPHA. So I won't submit this again since we already did that, but generally you can either go find the case and then do the transfer form directly, or you might be prompted when registering a contact or case, or in the case investigation or contact notification forms, when you have a county address that differs from the current county pertaining to the user, then you will be you'll be taken to the transfer the patient page to actually transfer that case to a different jurisdiction. So again, in this example, I was using the patient case, but it's analogous for contacts as well. And just a general note is now these transfers are automatically accepted. The lab results associated with a case will go along with it, but any contacts of that case will not automatically go along with it, except a source contact for a case will be set to be transferred as well. Some users will get emails when a case is transferred to their space, but users no longer receive emails when the case they transferred ends up in the new jurisdiction, since the transfers are now automatically accepted and will just be readily available in the destination domain, of course remembering that they will no longer be visible in the source domain's front-end application, but are always available in the back-end to see what happened to those cases. So this has been an overview of how we can transfer cases and contacts to their correct LPHAs. Thank you for watching. For additional support, you can visit the website linked in the slide.